Let's uncover another hidden gem of the world. We're here in a native Indonesian village. How it's called and especially what this village is all about, I'm going to let you know in this video. We just arrived here at this gigantic Jesus Christ statue, and to me this is something very new to see because I only know this from the internet.
That's very interesting to see a giant Jesus Christ in Indonesia.
Yeah. Knowing Indonesia is a Muslim majority country, you would not really expect to see this, but then Sumba is actually a Christian majority island. They are mainly Protestant, and that's why they built this monument of Jesus Christ. It's actually really impressive, and yeah, it's very nice to see something like this in real. Good, and now we're taking to another place here on Sumba. We're going to show you a beautiful traditional village. Just arrived here at this big church in the city of Waikabubak. You can see it's a very tall one. Now what's very interesting, when you're taking a closer look at the central tower, there are some loudspeakers. And here I think this has much to do with the Islamic influence from Muslim majority Indonesia. You can see here there's a small church bell, but I think because they didn't put very large church bells, they just put loudspeakers, which is a lot more convenient. In fact, actually producing very big church bells, it's an art for itself. It really needs a lot of skills. And I think the loudspeakers, they just actually do their job. Now, let's go and have a look at the interior. So this here is the entrance to this traditional village. I'm super excited because it's said to be the most beautiful traditional village on this island. So we need to go and buy the entrance ticket. It costs 55,000 Indonesian rupiah. So we're now entering the village. Hanafi, you already explored it a little bit. Your first impressions?
This is different from the other village, Ratinggaro, where it is, despite the similar building, the look of it is different. They are longer, and it's somewhat in the middle
of the jungle.
Yeah, in the middle of the jungle. Yeah. And it's slightly cooler here.
Yeah, yeah, I totally agree. Good. Let's explore more together and see what we find out about this place. di kampung, siapkan nama Anda.
Oh, nama saya Ina.
Ina, nama saya Djemo.
Djemo.
Ya.
Iya. Senang bertemu.
Ya, salam kenal.
Iya.
Di kampung di sini orang-orang ikut agama Kristen dan Marapu.
Di kampung sini kami itu masih adanya aliran kepercayaan. Mayoritas dalam kampung ini masih Marapu, tetapi anak-anaknya karena sudah berpendidikan banyak yang sudah dibaptis. Mereka memilih untuk Kristen begitu. Tetapi orang tuanya itu masih tetap Marapu.
Menarik. So she said the majority of the people here, they still follow the native religion, which is called Marapu. It's a religion native to the people of Sumba. But among the young people, more and more people are embracing Christianity. She embraced Christianity. Catholic atau Protestant?
Kristen Protestant.
Protestant. So she embraced Protestant Christianity. Her father is still following Marapu, but the mother following Kristen. Ibu
Kristen Protestant.
Kristen dan Papa Marapu.
Marapu, iya.
Very interesting. And the people here, they don't discriminate each other. They don't judge each other if they change to Christian or if they change back to Marapu. And yeah, I think this is really a great form of tolerance that the people have here in Sumba. Terima kasih banyak.
Sama-sama.
Yeah. So after talking to some of the locals in this village, they have this area right in the middle. This is actually a sacred ground. It's for the followers of the Marapu religion, the native religion of the Sumbanese people. In here you have tombstones. This is also a shrine, so they can come here for praying. By the way, Marapu religion, it's a monotheistic religion. They have just one god, same like in Christianity, Judaism or Islam. This is very interesting because often, like very old religions, native religions, they have many gods. But in this case, Marapu just has one. I have to say, life in this village, it's really raw. There are animals everywhere. They have ducks, they have geese, and they also have a lot of chicken and dogs. Yeah, this is really very authentic feeling of Southeast Asia. Absolutely love it. Now, here you can see there's also a lower part of the village. There's also one house is under construction. And yeah, actually it's really a nice village, I have to say, with these many houses. It's quite long and it's bigger than some of the other touristy traditional villages here on Sumba. What I really like in here, you can see they're local artisans. They're producing traditional handcraft. Often it's weaving, sometimes it's also wood carpenting. And yeah, this is really interesting to see how it's being produced. Now, very common in these traditional villages are those fabrics that the Sumbanese people make for traditional clothing. For example, like this one here. Yeah, it takes quite some time to produce it. So I do understand when they're charging quite high. Now myself, I try to negotiate. It is very different from Bali. In Bali you have to go down by around 70%. Here I think around 40 to 50% less. This is realistic to achieve. Okay, I have to say this is a really alluring village with these many traditional homes, these beautiful tall roofs. And you can see some of the houses, they are under construction. They use concrete instead of wood to make sure it's long lasting. Well, now myself, I prefer wood, but this is the choice that they made here for the new homes. You can see this one here, it's almost finished. This one here, it is still under construction. But still the majority of the homes, they're made fully of wood. So this is also done in other parts of Indonesia, especially in central Sulawesi in Toraja. And yeah, if it's not the skull of a water buffalo, then sometimes they put the skull of a pig. This is also very important in the Marapu religion. I find it's a very nice thing to do because this really makes people remember their late family members. So this here, that's the viewpoint in the village. Amazing vista. Hanafi, how is your experience here?
Yeah, it's fun. And it's really beautiful, especially from up here. We can see all the way to the back. Even when you go through the village itself, there's so many things to see. And the people there are so kind, so friendly. And we talked to some people there. And we asked around about their culture and stuff. That's really good.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting to know the things that they do, their routine, their history. Yeah, it's so much fun.
Yeah. Really great experience at this village, Kampung Adat Praijing. Now, if you want to see more villages like this, then I'm going to see over there. Otherwise, if you're more interested in Swiss places, well, then let's meet in this video.